Hello again everyone, this is Vincent and this is episode 13 of the Steambirds Survival Let's Play on Kongregate. Because of the lack of views that I've been having in my past couple of videos, such as that flop one on organic chemistry, I've decided I need to change my commentary style to provide something slightly more interesting. Because I think the last thing anyone wants to... I think that if someone's looking for games, they're not going to want to pick something which is related to school. And if you're looking for school, you're not going to pick something related to games. So nobody wins, and no one watches the video. Or you could say that it's because I don't think anyone's heard of Steambirds Survival. Maybe Steambirds the original game, but not the survival mode. I think there's an app now on, I don't know, but anyway. So yeah, so I've had to just change my tack a bit. I do intend to finish the rest of the series. Don't worry, there's only 2 left, so it won't be too boring. And the reason I can't do gameplay analysis is because firstly, it's not live, and secondly, it's not live, and I think the strategy is pretty repetitive, should we say. It just fly around in circles, take random pot shots at balloons, down a few balloons every now and then, super speed your way out of every bad situation, or use shields if you have to, and if you're close enough, just bomb the heck out of the planes that you're circling around. Just bomb the heck out of the planes that you're circling around to make them drop lots of gold and power up at the same time, and then spawn a massive pile the next wave. Yeah, that's the general strategy. I don't need to explain anymore. I think I've said it in the first video anyway, or the first couple of videos. Yeah, so the other thing I'm doing in this video is I'm going to be putting an like counter either in the description or in the video itself if I can find a way to put it in. Not counting the ones where I actually name the type of named the forbidden words to tell you what they were, but I think I did say them before I said the ones around 30 seconds ago. So the random things I'm going to be talking about, they're just related to society in general, manners, politeness, because I am socially inept. Aaron can vouch for that. It's not going to be as random as the free association, which didn't really get anywhere anyway, but it's not going to be as I think it is as structured as my last videos, but at least it should be slightly more interesting than talking about organic chemistry and complex numbers. Or maybe I should make the count for awkward silences more than 5 seconds as well. So what I was going to talk about today about society is, how do you address someone when you do not know their name and you just need a polite term to address them by? I'm not sure if I explained that very clearly, but maybe the example might help. For example, if you're in a train station and you want to know when the next train left, you would say, "Excuse me, address, what may I please know when the train to such and such place leaves?" And the address depends on gender and age, for politeness' sake. If it were the relatively well-known cases, the cases that I know well of are ma'am or madam if it is a lady who's relatively old to you, maybe even younger. I would say 40 plus, but you can use it younger if you want. Excuse me, madam, may I please know when the train to Central Station leaves? Or if it is a relatively older male, you would use sir. So, excuse me, sir, may I please know the time, or something like that. I'm not sure if that's outdated, but that's how I think you're meant to do so. I'm not sure what being impolite would be, but let's not go there. The problem herein lies What address do you use when it is a person of slightly younger age? When madam or sir would not be as appropriate. For example, if they were around your age, and I think your typical internet user would be between the ages of 18 and 34. What address would you use in that case, especially towards the lower end of the bracket? So, excuse me, madam, would you use that for an 18-year-old girl or young woman? However you perceive it. I was thinking perhaps miss. Excuse me, miss, may I please know the time? Looks... I would think that would be very... In fact, it would be very awkward for an 18-year-old guy to even say anything to an 18-year-old girl if they do not know them. I tried posing this question to some other friends, not Aaron, Seb, and Gab, but just some other real-life friends. But I think I got the wrong message across because I didn't think of the right example. I accidentally said to a formal, or a prom as Americans would call it. I have 3 minutes 40 left. A formal, yes, but instead of asking for a dress, I think they mistook it for conversation starter, where I learned that they told me that you should not use the address, but just say hi. But you do not, under any circumstances, act as if you already know the person, especially if you already know that the other person will not know you. So you do not know them, because that would be very creepy. It seems like that you have been Facebook stalking them. Never mind. But back to the original question, what kind of address would you use? Would you use miss? I'm not sure about that. Perhaps maybe you don't use an address at all? I'm not sure. There is a slightly larger problem when you have to address guys of the same age. I think you can tell that I am a guy. What address would you use? Would you use sir? Pretentious? Perhaps. I think I've seen master used in a formal letter address, but I think that's worse than sir. Excuse me, master, may I please know the time? Smells of English class system and sycophancy. Awkward silence. And there is also a bit of a problem with, so perhaps you wouldn't use the address there either, or you just do not talk to them at all. You try and find an older person who has a watch. And it is even a bit of also a bit of a problem when you have to address someone who is a young child. What address would you use? Would you use Missy or Miss for a young girl around 8 years old? Excuse me, miss, could you please tell me the time, or could you please tell me where your mother is? This language does seem so formal in English, doesn't it? Excuse me, young girls. Should I even be talking to young girls at all? Pedophile. And also to young boys. Even more awkward. Excuse me, son. Sounds like hillbilly derogatory term. Maybe not hillbilly, just a derogatory term in general. Another awkward silence. Yeah, so that is an open question. If you have any answers, please feel free to comment. And I have around 1 minute left. So perhaps after I finish Steambirds, what should I do? Make LOL videos? I think with LOL replay, I can make better quality videos because LOL replay records in-game script commands rather than audio visuals, which means that it will take less space. I can send it to Aaron for better video quality, but maybe the lag won't be solved. Or perhaps I should do shoutcasting, because in my opinion, even though it is modest, I think I have a encyclopedic knowledge of the game in terms of items and champion skills, the meta, but I don't watch streams or tournaments that often, and I don't remember details about them. So I think that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next video.